All right, 18. What is going on? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel if you're new. So today, I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and instead of doing more music from SB19, I've decided to check out the first two episodes of Casual Chuck's documentary series on them, SB19 Story, episodes 1 and 2. And yeah, I might go on and off, right? So I might do 2 episodes of this, then go to more music, then go to 2 episodes of this. I think there's, 8 episodes, 7 or 8 episodes in total of this, so yeah, this should be pretty fun. I'm very interested to know more about SB19, and this is going to be a pretty good way to do it, I think. So we're going to get into this, and as usual, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I might start doing a thing where the top liked comment in the comment section with lists of tracks or live performances or solo stuff is what I do next. It all depends on what you want to see the most, and otherwise I will just kind of choose. I'll pick and choose what I want, but yeah, let's get into it. Support the man, of course. Support Casual Chuck. Nice. I'm excited. I'm also nervous. I don't know why.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information
I think that's totally
as
fair.
possible, so enjoy.
Totally fair. Ooh, 2016, okay. What is this?
This
Cult's
is
Triple?
Cult Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of.
No.
They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Oh. Sound break. All right.
Do you remember this song?
I don't, but I'm also not well versed in a lot of this music, so I probably wouldn't. No.
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han.
Okay.
When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called ShowBT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that will be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants, like waiting tables.
Hold on, let's go back here.
To organize K-pop concerts at Filipino. I'm talking where during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that will be part of the package of their service as an event organizer.
There were more than 100 people who auditioned.
We are talking about people,
and we have selected 30 talented individuals to be included in the training program. Okay.
Who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants, like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
Never heard of them before.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he
Oh,
decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
I imagine if they're doing classic P-pop stuff, or I mean K-pop stuff.
Jan Paulo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer.
Pablo,
As a
right?
young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP.
Huh.
As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family.
Wow. Data analyst. Jeez. He's dedicated, clearly. I mean, listen, time has shown, really, when you look at history and you look at just successful people, even the, man who started this whole thing for, the P-pop industry, right? When he left Cult Triple? He had a vision, he had an idea, and it kicked off. When you have such a unique thing and you go to a market where there isn't really anything there and you provide to it, it's going to kick off, right? And it's been proven that people who work really hard, right, most of the time they will succeed because they are putting everything into it, right? They're giving it just as much, if not more attention than they are other aspects in life, right? And so, I mean, just look, another example is Simon with XG, and XGal X. Like, look at what that man did and is still doing for that, and for XG. Like, it takes that level of dedication to really do something innovative.
He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities.
Yep.
He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members.
Oh, yeah.
Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And
Ooh.
even more.
Oh. Yeah.
Stelvester Ahero. He
Bro,
was
Stelvester
only 16
is a
when he
sick
started
name.
competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions
cool.
with his group Saeon.
Nice.
He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing.
Oh.
There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health.
I'm not
He is a
surprised,
very
actually.
skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's
Cool.
snappy and amazingly synchronized dance.
I'm not surprised because, again, and there's been some K-pop idols, right, who go to that point where you're like, bro, you are going to die. Like, you need to just take a step back, just a minute. I know, the dedication is important and you want to be on this certain level. And I understand you want to get to a certain level of you want to, this is like your passion and your dream. And also you could tell too, because a lot of those same people care about like the fans so much that they feel like they're letting them down if they don't absolutely like kill themselves on stage. But it's like, bro, I guarantee you people would be way more upset if you were to just push yourself to like the grave.
Dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent.
Saying,
He easily
yeah,
became the
bro's a
main
monster.
heavenly voice of the group because
Monster
his
on the
vocals
voice.
were just
Oh my god.
out of this world.
Yeah,
He debuted
so
as
effortless.
Stel, the main
So
vocalist,
effortless, dude.
the lead dancer, and choreographer of the
Okay. There we go.
Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16, and it
Oh.
was his decision.
Oh.
He's had the worst childhood among the other members.
Ooh.
From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny.
Jeez.
At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter
Wow.
of months.
Damn, that's
He
rough.
experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt.
Ah.
They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times.
That's
so
tough.
they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant.
Oh, wow.
Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel and Seyon. They
Cool.
became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover
Awesome.
competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea.
You really?
In a way, Josh was saved by Stel
Oh my God.
after trying so
Guys. Man. Yes. I'm an army, guys. Like, listen. SB19, they are up there with some of my favorite groups that I've seen yet, right? But this channel does not exist if BTS did not come into my life, okay? BTS is like, they will probably always be my favorite personal group just because of, you know, the attachment that I have to them. But man, SB19, like they're definitely up there.
hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Justin, here we go.
Justin the Joss didn't have to audition.
Oh.
Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a
That's
trainee
like Jin.
to improve his singing and dancing skills.
It's like Jin. They found him on the street.
And when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
Okay.
Familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
That's a great name. Zero to Hero is a great name for a group. Huh.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show.
I didn't even know they had that.
He didn't make it to the live auditions.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps
that's
it was
unfortunate.
fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal.
You know, and that's the thing that... So, it's a shame because I used to like a lot of those like shows like that, like American Idol and, you know, X Factor and stuff like that, right? And The Voice, right? Because you would come across amazingly talented people, like just ridiculous. But for me, at least in my opinion, a lot of the artists that I would see that I thought were incredible would never win, you know? And then I thought, well, maybe they're better off. Maybe they're better off because in a lot of cases, some of them do way better, you know, on their own afterwards, right?
Department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking.
Makes sense why he
then
does all
got
the...
selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist,
visual.
and the creative director of the group.
Cool.
He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What? And
Right,
more.
people told me that.
But that's a story for another video. At
Daddy
this
Joe.
point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions.
Oh.
When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Oh, man. Yep.
Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park.
Of course.
He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents.
Oh.
He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school.
Cool.
Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just
Oh, is he
listening to the
left-handed?
music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams.
Really?
After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
Dang.
Because of his
Jeez.
raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school
Wow.
and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called
Oh my
Amigo
God.
7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because
Really?
they were very good rivals. So
Hilarious.
he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane
I was going to
ticket.
say, yeah.
With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken,
Awesome.
the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group.
See, that's a situation where I always talk about this to people, but it's like, listen, even if you fail, you have to at least try, right, to obtain your dreams, right? If this is like a shot, like a 1 in a million shot, you have to at least go for it, because at least even if you fail, you said that you gave it your all, like you tried your best to get there, right? But it's like, if you have an opportunity and it's like dangling in front of you and like in this case, Justin is like literally willing to shell out money, right? For you to fly there, why wouldn't you at least try it? It's crazy.
One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already
That's
successful
crazy.
group in Korea.
See, he
Justin
took a
failed
chance.
His first audition, so he
took
didn't
a big
even
chance.
bother to audition again
Oh,
because he
really?
thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist.
That's true, yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect.
Right,
When a
yes.
small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a
Absolutely.
rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system
Yep.
can have a large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018,
Wild.
SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3
Is 19.
Is 19.
That's cool.
SB doesn't only mean
That's
show
cool.
BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this praise. Soundbreak.
Awesome. The Zone. Okay, sounds mysterious. Nice. Let's see, do we have any extra stuff here? We do not. Yeah, be sure to support Chuck, man. We're gonna get on to episode 2 here. Let it finish out a little bit. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, just crazy, right? Like, can you imagine? Again, and he's right? The butterfly effect. It's funny in TV shows and movies and stuff like that, when often you hear of like the butterfly effect, they literally represent it with a physical butterfly, but it's like, and I get it, it's like, okay, because if the butterfly dies, what if this butterfly was meant to do this, which was then cause this to happen and that to happen, and I get it, it's like supposed to be like a grander, like a microcosm, like they said, like the small event. But yeah, if dude doesn't leave, his group, he doesn't go on to form this entertainment company, he doesn't go on to do this, SB19 doesn't show up, you know, so it's and you know, you have to wonder, because I mean, some of these, you know, groups, and even with SB19, I guess, like, I wonder, like, what if, right? Like, what if the members weren't, what if, you know, they never were forming a group, right? What if the company and this guy didn't want to form a group? And so what would happen to these guys? Where would they be now? You know, I always find it interesting to think of these situations of, like, where would they have ended up had it not been for the fact that they, you know, that all these, like, pieces formed into this moment. All right, The Zone.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy. Just a quick correction to episode 1.
Oh, okay.
Josh didn't only recruit Ken, but also Justin.
Oh,
Josh
I'm sorry.
told
I said
about
Justin.
the
I meant
workshop,
Josh.
which gave him the opportunity to become a Show BT trainee. Now that we got that out of the way, let's
I
get
said
into the video.
Justin instead of Josh for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, man.
Everyone has that one thing that makes them feel good about themselves. Like they're in control. Everything else could be going completely haywire.
Ano ba yan, Stel? Ano ba yung ayos mo na yan? Talagang style yan o ano?
What?
Like the world is completely falling apart around you.
Minsan na makita na ng tao kung gaano kami naghihirap.
Oh, man. Oh, what
But
did it
when
say?
you're doing
Kami naghihirap.
Hopefully someday we will be known. We'd be able to introduce Filipino music. Man,
But when you're doing that,
you're known
one
to me,
thing,
boys. You're known to me and a
life
bunch of people.
is wonderful. And that makes everything worth it.
The Zone. Wonder if that's going to be like a term for, like, the headspace you get in. Man, these shots are, I don't know if he must be like,
몬테로 씨, 검사 결과가 나왔습니다.
임신인가요?
아니요, 임신은 아닙니다.
Then why do I feel weak lately?
Mrs. Montero, you are HIV positive.
what? What? Am I watching?
Addie Hong. She could have easily become a popular celebrity in the
Oh.
Philippines. Back in Korea, she was a well-established theater actress, a vocal, dance, and beauty coach, a one-woman show. But instead, she chose to use her experience to guide and nurture the boys to reach their highest potential.
Oh, no kidding.
Along with Tatang Robin, she
Cool.
was also one of the main reasons why SB19 is where they are now.
Awesome.
She is popularly known as Miss Hongganda, and we will see her often in this video. Before SB19's debut, they tried to establish an online presence. So
Oh.
on May 16, 2018, they created their Facebook page.
Really?
This could possibly be the unofficial date they were formed. They started posting song covers like these.
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, cause I just need the time and place to come through.
Ooh.
I hope he buys you flowers.
Jeez.
Hope he holds your hand.
Oh my god.
And dance covers like these.
Hey.
Lean with it, stab with it, hit them folk, now stab with it. Nay, then you stop.
They became more active in social media while maintaining their regular performances in small events.
Cool.
They did this until it was almost time for their debut.
Oh, so that's
We
smart.
have good news for you guys. Kasi after the very, very long wait, finally, yes, finally, we will be releasing our debut single entitled
October 26, 2018. SB19 finally debuted with their ballad single called Tila Luha. But did you know that it wasn't the only song that they had at the time? They also had Love Goes, but they chose to debut with Tila Luha to capture the hearts of the Filipino people because the lyrics are in Tagalog. They then started promoting their debut song
Whose
in
eye
every
is
way
this?
they could think of.
Cover contest.
November 17, 2018 marked SB19's first ever live stream to promote their debut single.
Magsimulan natin ang first...
See, that's smart, and that's really important. I think, you know, I think nowadays, especially with the type of social media that we have and with YouTube and everything like that, it is definitely, you have a lot more tools to utilize promotion, right? There's a lot more stuff that you can do, but you just have to, like, do it right? You have to promote properly. And so it seems like they, you know, I think one of the best things too is doing like more personal interviews and stuff like that too, because you get to know them, right? You get to know the members and you get to understand sort of their personalities, and so you can gravitate towards them easier.
SB Talent Camp Facebook Live.
몇명 보고 있는 거야?
3. Let's wait for 10 na lang. 10 viewers.
Despite the very
Oh,
few
man.
viewers, they went all out to entertain them.
여러분, 저는 너무 배고파요.
Height is really cute.
Height is already good. Wait.
Oh,
Sa wakas, dumating na rin ang oras na aking pinakahihintay. Matagal-tagal na rin nagsanay. Sige lang, sige, hano para bang wala pang angabang. Tara, mabigay mo na. Machine gun, ratata.
Okay. oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, among the SB19 is a chic member.
Dang, nailed that. Nailed it.
Yup, they did all that in front of just a little over 10 viewers.
Wow.
You can still watch the whole live stream to this
That's
day on their
crazy.
official Facebook page. They also perform in schools, malls, nursing homes, and even orphanages. But their
Man.
debut only received a lukewarm reception. The stream count didn't move as fast as they have hoped for.
That's
Days
unfortunate.
turned into weeks.
But, I
and
mean, look where
weeks
they are
turned
now.
Into months. But their grind continued.
Look where they are now, man. That's all I'm saying.
After the
They're killing
disappointing
it.
debut, they started preparing for a comeback.
Today, nandito kami sa recording studio. Nagre-record kami ng kanta namin. Ito mismo yung parang kwento ng SB19.
Yung lyrics mismo ng song namin is about pangarap ng SB19. Parang nagsimula yung lahat. Ito po talaga yung kantang gugulat sa lahat.
They collaborated with a critically acclaimed Korean producer, Oh Woon Lee, who's behind the success of TVXQ
Oh.
and Stray Kids.
Oh,
Pablo, with the
okay.
help of the boys, wrote the song as they began to enter the Go Up era. They started practicing their Go Up dance routine, which was intricately choreographed by Stel and Ken. They were required to practice 30 times daily until they reached 1,000 reps.
That, you
And
know what?
boy, they did it. They were
That's-
even challenged to perform the dance routine at double speed.
Juice. Okay, that's a bit crazy. Jeez. Naruto's here. oh man,
Yep, that was not
Yeah, I was
even
gonna
in fast
say.
forward.
that's crazy. They must be
Now
in
that
so
they
much
have
pain.
reached the quota, it was time for them to shoot the music video.
Nice, good job, boys.
July 19, 2019. SB19 dropped their Go Up music video. Expectations were higher because this was the song that showcased their singing, dancing, and
Yeah.
songwriting skills. But for some reason, it has also met a lukewarm reception.
Wow, that's crazy.
They then started promoting the song using the methods they know. They even reacted to their own music video.
I love it. I love it.
But none of their efforts made a significant impact.
Oh, that's crazy.
After that, you would think that it was the biggest setback. But not until August 17, 2019. This was when the Go Up press conference happened. This was supposed to be an effort for them to establish a presence in the media world. They were interviewed by professional journalists, but instead of receiving a warm welcome, most of what they got was straight up disrespect.
Really?
Pero kanina pa ako bothered. Ano ba yan, Stel? Ano ba yung ayos mo yan? Talagang style yan o ano? Hindi lang ginawang Stel
Yung style ko po ba or yung name ko? Kasi po, clear ko po, yung name ko po, Stel. Kasi po galit po siya, yung full name ko po is Stel Bester po. Ako, Stel Bester po. Opo, kasi po yung mama ko po, idol niya po si Sylvester.
Really? Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yung style ko naman po ngayon, actually po, hindi ko po alam eh. Kumbaga, kung ano lang po yung naisip ko, ito yung suot ko, sige, ganito na nga lang yung buhok ko, parang ganito po, yun na lang po yung inaisip ko. Pero wala po.
So lahat kayo straight?
Opo. Pero,
What?
May kulot po.
may sabi ko ako lang, kung sakali mo pupulo talaga ako, wala naman pong masama doon.
Hindi ba, siguro nilawin ko lang po yung Estel. Kasi po, madalas po siya kasi mas matagal na po kami magkaibigan. Close din po kasi siya madalas sa mga babae. So,
That's
po,
crazy, bro.
akalain
Jeez.
yung medyo...
I'd smack somebody. You just want to smack someone sometimes, bro. Wow. The disrespect. The absolute disrespect. God, not enough people get smacked in the face, bro. I'm just saying. Not enough people get slapped. That's just, I'm angry now.
Medyo meron lang po siyang ibang parang manners na girly, pero hindi po, wala pong ganun sa isa.
Na-clear na kanina about sa bading issue.
What?
Kasi sabi nyo kanina may mga pa-holding hands at sa kaya.
You're not bothered by the fact that you sound like a kid. Hindi kayo napapakala dun sa tunog nyo na hindi kayo hindi ko iyan.
Hindi po kami nababother kasi po,
Kasi ako bothered ako.
Okay. Get lost.
Despite all the judgment,
Jesus.
they handled the interview professionally.
Like, bro,
As the
I don't care what you think I sound like. Get out of here. Go chuck rocks or something, bro.
event concluded, the
My
boys
God.
broke down to tears backstage
Yeah,
and
that's
comforted
the-
each other.
Ugh.
Perhaps they're just human beings, and the thick skin they develop all throughout those years can only take so much punishment, especially when it went straight to their hearts.
Terrible, man.
They all broke down.
Hey, but you know what?
This made them quite
You know what, though? Look where they are now. Right?
question themselves if they were still doing the right
Or were they
thing.
really getting in an argument
It
there?
casted so much doubt that it made them all decide to call it quits.
Really?
Everyone left, except Stel. He received the
Wow.
most hate, but he was the one left standing.
I didn't even know
Perhaps
that.
He was a good example of someone who has entered the zone. Someone who managed to tap into the altered state of consciousness where time disappears and he becomes so focused that not even judgment could stop him from doing
Man,
what
hey,
he loves.
respect, dude.
But he knew for a fact that he can never do it alone. And there he was, alone.
Wow.
But only for a moment.
But only for a moment.
Josh had a realization to not give up because people have not seen everything yet. This prompted the other members to return and witness their lives change in just one fateful day when their Go Up dance practice got uploaded on YouTube on
Ooh.
September 2, 2019. It quickly went viral, which opened a lot of doors for SB19 to have TV guestings and live performances.
May group
Cool.
hug. Okay. Sige. Oo, dyan lang kayo.
That's cool.
Introduce yourself. Get in the zone. Break. Hi, we are SB19. My name is Mike Spice Kita. I am the wittiest ABS.
Oh my god.
As the world started to notice them, their YouTube channel grew exponentially. Their dance practice video reached 1 million views in just
That's
a week.
awesome.
Then 2 million a month later.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Who's Arum? November 2,
What?
2019.
So
Yeah.
for the final announcement of the Fandom name, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Awesome.
What's it mean? 18, what's it mean?
Una-una sa lahat, pag pinakita mo siya, 18 siya, di ba? 18.
Yeah.
So kasi kami, SB19, 18, 19.
Oh, man. Man's hurting his back and everything.
No 18, then also there's no SB19.
Ah, that's awesome.
Kasi kumbaga, syempre, 18 muna bago natin, 17, 18, 19. Pag walang 18, hindi makakarating sa 19. Another meaning. So, if you're going to read this, 18, it could also be read as atin. So, all the success, all the lahat ng natatamo natin ngayon, atin to, ours. Everything is ours. Hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa inyo rin.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Jeez.
Kumbaga, kumbaga, yung dreams natin, pangarap, problems, everything, we will share together. Atin yan, lalaban tayo, kaya natin yan natin. Lastly, gusto talaga namin special mention yung oral sa lahat-lahat. Kasi sa totoo lang, talagang sila yung unang sumuporta sa amin. Kung hindi pa nila, wala pang nakakita sa amin sa grupo namin. Kaya thankful kami. Kaya nakahiwalay yan, A, ibig sabihin yan, Oro. Oro and SB.
Oh my god. What a character.
Sana po masaya po kayo sa lahat sa fandom name na nagawa po ng grupo namin. And katulad nga po, 18, atin, sama-sama tayong aangat. We will go up.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when 18 was born.
Awesome.
So what does it mean to be in the zone? Was it really only Stell that entered it? If you think about it, even before the other members decided to quit, they were already done with the dance practice. That alone made the press conference irrelevant. It didn't even matter.
You know what?
It
Yeah, that's true.
It turned out that actually all of them have always been in the zone. Being in the zone is what allowed them to defy all the odds. It was the zone that allowed a 5-foot man in the NBA. It was the zone that allowed a man living in the streets to rise up and become a billionaire. It was the zone that took an idea from someone's head to the moon. It was the zone that won wars.
Dang.
The lack of it had lost.
Bruh.
It is the zone that separates their ideas and dreams from a materialistic reality. Manny, Efren, Catriona, SB19. What do they have in common?
The zone. Man, these are very well done, very well put together, very well edited and scripted. Awesome. The wave. Very good. Yeah, you know what? I shall, sir. I shall. Awesome. Alright, so that is it for these first two episodes of SB19 story. Their story, yeah, just incredible, right? Just incredible, an incredible journey for them. It's just so angry. It reminds me to, I hate to do, I don't like comparing groups, which I guess it's not, it's just parallels that I see between them and like BTS, for example, like BTS, right? Getting hatred in terms of them. It just reminded me, especially with Stell, right? Like they weren't as forward about it as this to BTS, and it wasn't like an interview like this, like a professional interview. But you know, with them talking to Stell and the whole gay thing, like, but it was like, you know, with Suga and RM, you know, oh, because they wear makeup now, and, you know, oh, you're wearing makeup and you're acting, you know, it's like kind of like a girl, right? Like you're girls now. You're not like, you know, true rappers like you used to be in the underground. And it's like, shut up, Jesus. It's funny because like, it's like, oh, where are you people now? And where are the groups that you're like, you know, talking down to? Are they way more, doing way more in life than you? Yeah, I think they are. You know, it's funny too, and these are the type of people that you know for a fact would either, you know, deny either ever having said anything bad towards them, or they would, you know, pretend like these groups aren't doing as well as they think they are, and like they would make some sort of like, you know, cope. They would cope and make some sort of like mechanism to try to justify their previous actions. But oh man, so yeah. Awesome stuff, fantastic. Can't wait to check out more things. Of course, the next video I think we'll take a little break and we'll jump into some more tracks, and then we'll come back to the series. So thank you guys for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Peace.